step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in the phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, till we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking the bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They trying to trace. They trying to follow our steps. They trying to copy the wave. Boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. For my mama and my pops, I don't care if you the cops, anybody could get boxed. If you aiming for my head, then you better take your shot. If you miss, then this fist gon' be cleansing your clock. I don't care if you the press or the feds or an op. If I stretch out these hands, then prepare to get robbed. If your friends said that you had a chance, understand that they probably was there for your friends. They my fans. Jumped in the ring and I started swinging. Came from the jungles of drunken demons, fighting them off in the Coliseum. Studied and learned how to target weakness. That's why your team would do better beefing with someone else who was probably vegan. Touch me and lose every single finger. Touch me and watch how I turn the scene. Massacre, as soon as he had the nerve to try to step to me, I was snatch your turf and manifest stress sad. I was snatch your earth. You tried to breathe to see how the asthma works. We don't compete. I'm not in the class with earth. My boys are down the ball. If I say the word, the team is down the hall. If I call the third, I snap and best believe that a massacre.
XL up in the pen, you can't shake that. All the way gassed up, full tank, man. Moving too quick, keep the cameras in the playback. Dang, so tell me how you feel with it. You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lay it on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at, never fall back. No lies, no facts, we gon' stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back. Never fall. Came with the hands out, get them off us.
Okie dokie. Let's see. What should we start with? What's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and kick it off with. Oh, let's turn that off. There we go. Ugh. Cool. I want to start it off with, let's see, probably some Marvel Rivals at first. Let some people hop in here. Okay. Yo, what's up, JD? How you doing tonight? Let's see, how can I rearrange you a little bit here. There's that. That. Okay. So let's try to get that work. There we go. Doing pretty good. Yep. Well, not sick anymore, so that's a plus. Been doing quite a bit of editing tonight, so that's also a plus. Means we're getting there. I am gonna be going out of town tomorrow night, so I'll be gone tomorrow night and Sunday. But I'll be if I don't knock my desk over. I'll be going out of town till Sunday, and then I'll be back. But I gotta work all week, so it's just kind of trying to squeeze in editing as much as I can. Took a few hours tonight to edit, so wanted to use my break here, chatting with some people, answering some questions maybe. Talking about things to come in the future. Things that I'm currently working on. Getting some Marvel Rivals up real quick. Preview that. That'll save me some power. I learned to not ask questions. Heard something back there, but if it's important, I'll find out. Don't worry, it's nicotine. Alright. Everything working the way it should be. Yep. Okay. Yeah, game sound. Well, not at the moment because I'm tabbed out, but. Okay. How we doing on the event? Let's see. There's probably a new, yeah. Oh, 2 new ones. Cool. Midtown's been massacred by monsters, so where's the so-called spectacular Spider-Man? Publisher has his suspicions. New York's most dangerous vigilantes are cowering in a corner somewhere. It's more than likely he's joined forces with the creatures than I doubt it. Speaking of things to come, what's the next TV show you're doing on the channel, if you don't mind me asking? So, TV show, I think, honestly, the only thing I have selected for a TV show is The Penguin. I want to start watching The Penguin because I have high hopes for James Gunn, and I've never been more of a, DC or Marvel kind of guy. I've always liked villains and heroes from both, just like I've disliked heroes and villains from both. Uh, I'm just a nerd for superheroes and comics, So for me, it's more about just seeing the characters I grew up with on the big screen. That being said, DC kind of started, falling off a little bit there. And so I'm hoping that with James Gunn in charge, he'll be able to turn it around. I do also want to do, I think, shoot, what is the next one? The next Marvel show, I believe, is Daredevil. So I'm super excited for that one. I did see the trailer drop for that, and I do got to do a reaction for that. Trying to think, but yeah, other than Daredevil Born Again and The Penguin, I don't think I've got any shows selected. I do got a couple movies coming up, and I was contemplating once I've kind of caught up to where I want to be. DC Titans is worth a try, but there's quite a few seasons. Yeah. See, there's a lot of shows that I really want to do, but they have a lot of seasons, so I'm trying to hold off for now. But like, I really want to do X-Men 97, but before I do X-Men 97, I really want to go back to where it all began, and I know that's gonna be a long process as well. So for now, I'm trying to stick to stuff coming out more recently, and finishing up Heartstopper, of course. I got the finale coming out soon. I don't want to try to give out any deadlines because every time I give a deadline, something happens, and then I just feel bad because I didn't deliver on that deadline. So, but yeah, DC Titans, a lot of people have told me that's really good. So I would definitely be interested in checking that out. Um, oh, one thing I should talk about a little bit at least. I'm gonna cover a lot of the stuff coming this year in a more detailed video that I'm gonna post here on YouTube soon. But one thing is I do got some fan requests coming up. That is a part of one of my Patreon tiers is fan requests. They get one request a month. They send me a private message. They let me know what they are requesting that I watch, whether it be a movie or start checking out a show. Um, Once a month, they'll get the opportunity to request that. It is one of the higher tiers, I believe actually the highest. But yeah, so I got a couple fan requests already so far. I got Constantine coming up, and then Red, White, and Royal Blue is another one. So I'll be checking both of those out as well. Um, I did want to kind of do a deep dive of all of my thoughts and everything so far on the multiverse saga. I know there's a lot of different opinions on a lot of different things. So I kind of figured I'd do a video and give you guys my thought, and then give you guys the opportunity in the comments to kind of give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I want to go. It'll probably be a series because I'll do a deep dive on each project that's come out so far, so that way I can really get into my thoughts on each project instead of trying to make one massive, like 3 hour long video of each project and my thoughts. I'll just do individual episodes. So, agreed. I am loving it so far. To put it simply, I love it. Um, Obviously, it goes a lot deeper than that when it comes to like comparing each project, but I'll get into that at some point uh, in the near future. Another video I've been wanting to do since I reacted to the series was a ranking of all the witches from Agatha. That's a video I've really wanted to do for a while now. But I've been so focused in like trying to get at least this first season of Heartstopper out, and then oh, for the multiverse saga. Gotcha. Love the concept, but not sure about the delivery. And I can agree with that. There were definitely some rough patches. But then I can also say there were patches that just sent me over the moon. And I don't know. It's so hard to just be like, "Oh yeah, I liked it," or "Oh yeah, I didn't like it," because I did really like it, but then there was just like certain things about it where it was like, "All right, guys, did anybody proofread this before we decided to send it to the big screen?" Or my Secret Invasion. Okay. At first, like that was one of the things I was most excited to see. Not gonna lie. And I don't want to say it was I don't want to say it was a complete letdown, but I don't know. I guess the part that really throws me off about the whole thing is we now are just gonna have to ignore the fact that there's a super scroll roaming around, and the whole roadie situation. Like I don't. One Agatha, 2 Rio, 3 Wicked. Ooh, that is a pretty good lineup. I'm not gonna lie. If anyone got to the end of Secret Invasion without completely zoning out, deserves a reward. Yes. So, and I don't know. I felt like the whole. There was just a lot of different weird entangled storylines into it that didn't really make a whole lot of sense, and I, I just hope they weren't insinuating that Rhodey had been a Skrull since Civil War. That's where my bone to pick comes in. Because yes, okay, and Maria Hill, dude, and Maria Hill, that was like right off the rip too. I was like, what? Why? Oh, why? I think in my reaction, I even like made the joke like, she never got her jetpack. Oh man, yeah, no, that show. That was the one where I was the most like, who approved the script for this show? Like, did Kevin get the chance? Did Kevin not make it to the screening for this. Like, I don't know. Ugh. That one was rough. And then, oh goodness, She-Hulk. I wish we could just. I wish we could just pretend that one never even happened. I mean, I pretend it never happened, but yes, such a waste of Amelia Clark. And I don't know, the CGI fight at the end of Secret Invasion felt very wonky. Like, for a company like Marvel Studios and Disney, I feel like they could have afforded a lot better. I don't know. But like some of my favorites were like Shang-Chi, amazing. Phenomenal movie, like through and through. Story wise, awesome. Acting, awesome. Like Shang-Chi was exactly what I wanted it to be. Spider-Man No Way Home, obviously childhood dream fulfilled, so that was amazing. So okay, so it's not necessarily. I guess my thing, it kind of falls into the same category for me as Love and Thunder. Okay, so like I don't necessarily hate either of them, but it felt too comedy driven, It felt like moments where you were supposed to feel this emotion for a minute. They were like, oh, okay, now you can laugh again. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. I wasn't over feeling this. And like the ending was very weird. I gotta say, I liked the multiverse play and the conversation with the Kevin robot. I thought that was really cool, and that was really creative. That was definitely probably one of my favorite moments of the show. I just, I don't know. The whole Megan the Stallion thing throws it off for me. I've just never really been a big fan of Megan the Stallion, but that's just a that's just an opinion thing for me. It's just the kind of music, not really my style. Like I like rap, but I like more like old style rap. Like, even some of the stuff that artists I listened to growing up, I won't really listen to. I listen to more of their old stuff. I listen to a lot of rock and, heavier stuff as well, metal. Um, Weird enough, I listen to most genres. There's even like some jazz and classical stuff that I'll throw on from time to time, depending on my mood. I just hope that some of the stuff we ends up paying off. Oh, and I guess, and maybe I'll have to rewatch She-Hulk to remember exactly how it ended. But if I remember correctly, like there's a vial of her blood floating around now. Yeah, so Hawkeye was good. I really did like Hawkeye. Hawkeye was amazing, but which gave me really good hopes for Echo. But Echo was hard for me to follow. Maybe I guess was the issue because Echo is one of those characters that I really don't have enough background knowledge, and it felt like the timeline was very back and forth, kind of like oh, what's that popular horror show? It's like very back and forth in the timelines. It's literally got horror in its name. Why can I not think of it right now? I don't know. I don't know, but it just felt very back and forth, and I feel like there wasn't enough explaining, and I feel like it was just probably something where you had to know, and I don't know much about Echo, so it was hard to follow along. Megan is an icon to me, but I'm an all type of music type of person. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I know she's got a huge fan base, so I'm not saying she's not talented or anything at all. She's just not really my type. Carnage. Oh yes, yes. Speaking of, I wish he had gotten a little more. I wish his part in Venom Let There Be Carnage was a little more fulfilling for me. Like, it was awesome seeing him, but I wish there had just been more, you know? I don't know. He's just one of those villains where you want to see like a couple movies where they kind of hash it out, go separate ways, and then have to like come back and hash it out some more. And I don't know if anybody in here went to go see Venom 3, but just side note, I have not seen Venom 3 yet, so please, I beg, no spoilers. Please, 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 no spoilers. I'm waiting till well, it's probably out actually. I haven't checked in a while, but I've been waiting to react to it for the channel, so trying to hold off. But yeah, I got a couple things set up right now. A lot of my collectible stuff I got put away because of my toddler. Gifted series, don't I don't think so. Huh. Interesting. No, I have not. I didn't know this was a thing. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to give that a check out too. Give that a I'll have to check that out too. That looks pretty good. Hmm. Cool. Oh yeah. So I definitely want to do a few different miniseries of different animated shows. Uh, Not only for like reaction purposes and for the channel, but also nostalgic purposes. I I watched these cartoons growing up, but like obviously growing up, you never really pay attention or like know where in the show you are when you're watching it, you know? Like everything's kind of out of order, different times. Like sometimes they're not showing them consecutive on TV, sometimes they're reruns. So it would be kind of cool to just go back to the beginning and watch through, and maybe some for some of the shows that have many seasons, you know, do like you say, like do a mini series for them instead. where I do like maybe the first season or something like that. And maybe if people liked him so much, then we can continue on further seasons and whatnot. Gee, watch it. It's so good. Magneto's daughter Polaris is a beast in the show. Hell yeah. Dude, I would love to explore some of the other mutants that, we haven't really seen a lot of already. So it'd be super cool to see Polaris and yeah, collectibles and toddlers don't mix. Learn that. Yeah, nope. Um, my Infinity Gauntlet back here is right about there, missing the panel that covers the battery pack because of my toddler. So that's normally hidden, but I take it out and put it up here when I'm either streaming or recording. So that way it's kind of fills in the space. It's just kind of dark back there without it. So yeah, and then over here I got a few different Funko Pops. Got Admiral Zhao from Avatar. Jet Black is one I'm not familiar with as well. Cowboy Bebop, it says. I've never seen that. And then from Black Clover is Noelle over here. And then the rest, we got Captain Carter from Multiverse of Madness. We got Kingo from Eternals. And then we got Player 199 Ali from Squid Game, which I've also never watched. I don't know why, really. New Mutants. See, by the time I heard about it, I think I listened to the people around me too much, so I just never checked it out. Being as far into the multiverse saga now as we are, and hearing everybody's opinions on that, and like obviously seeing how I have a different opinion, I would definitely be willing to check out New Mutants. It's just at the time I let everybody else's opinions about it get in the way, so I just didn't. It was kind of like with the new Batman movie. I never really checked that out because of, other people's opinions, and I hear it was actually pretty good. So, from my brother-in-law at least, he recommends it, so I might have to give that a check out as well. But I don't know. Is the new Batman part of James Gunn, or is that before James Gunn? Oh, 2022 film, so that's probably before James Gunn. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, I haven't checked out the New Mutants. Definitely could do that for sure. My biggest enemy right now is free time to record and edit. I guess recording actually isn't too bad, see, because like every time I get a couple hours in the morning before work, I'll do whatever recording I can, and then I'll try to just squeeze in some editing after work. Problem is, I'll be like, all right, I'll get in a few hours, but then I'll get home and I'll realize, right, I have to do this, I gotta do this, gotta clean this around the house, gotta, get dinner ready, and gotta do this, gotta do that. And Sometimes my kid's a little rowdier than usual, so that also takes away from it. So it's hard, but I am in discussions right now with a editor. Well, somebody I know IRL that I took digital media arts class with, and so I know he knows how to edit. We learned on the same software. So I'm in talks with him, and we're working out a deal right now where he'll hopefully help me take on some of the load and edit it and help me kind of speed up the posting process a little bit, because I wish I could get at least on a guaranteed once a week schedule for you guys. I feel bad when I get through a week without posting. I know I shouldn't, but I do. Love the new Batman, mostly because of Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. uh, yeah, see, I heard she was Catwoman, and I'm intrigued. Let's see. 15 allies. Should probably this way I can have the game open and the chat at the same time. You know? I don't know why I didn't think of this before. So I could save it for a live discovery, of course. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. How do I? Can we? Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. Hey, hey. Ooh, we got 7 people in here. What's up, everybody? How we all doing? Hope everybody's having a good night. Just chit-chatting right now. I'm gonna play some Marvel Rivals here soon. But yeah, so after I finish season finale for Heartstopper, my first goal is to do my first 2 fan requests, because I am slacking on those. That started in December, so I now have December and the fan request for January as well to do. So I have Constantine and Red, White, and Royal Blue. Those were the 2 fan requests I've gotten so far. Just realized my chat's not working in my overlay. Peculiar. Let's see if we can't fix that. Oops. Beep boop boop bop boop boop bop. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Right here. Alright, what do we got? Chat box. Why aren't you working? Aha. I think I see the problem. Okay. So I won't be able to fix that while I'm streaming. So that's okay. That'll be fine. I'll figure that out for next time. If she has you intrigued, I'm guessing you haven't seen Halle Berry. Oh, don't. I grew up on Halle Berry's Catwoman, all right? I very much dig Halle Berry's Catwoman. Just like Poison Ivy. Ooh, I was a big Poison Ivy fan. Oh. Oh shit. Sorry guys. Hold up. Hold that thought. I totally forgot about my noodles. I was gonna call them what I normally call them, but my wife knows I'm streaming, and if she heard me call them what I normally call them, she'd probably think I was talking about something else. So I'm gonna just call them noodles. Man, they've been in the microwave so long, they're not as watery as they should be, so it's kind of hard to mix. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, don't get me started on Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. I become straight anytime I watch that movie because I'm just virtually flirting with her the entire time. Hell yes. I do not blame you. And my wife knows that one. Yep. We both got our celebrity crushes, man, and anytime I think about a celebrity crush, my brain just goes back to Uma Thurman in that Poison Ivy outfit, man. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. May he forgive me. Do I have music playing in the background at the moment? I definitely could. It's probably a little quiet, huh? Let me spruce it up a little bit. Let me know if the music level compared to my voice gets too much. Like if the music's too loud and you're not able to hear me, and I'll turn that down a bit. Dude, that mall. Sign me up. I'll buy 3 tickets. Okay, that level should be pretty decent. Let me know if it gets too loud. Oh, now it looks like maybe switching songs. Oh, I guess I should probably test it. Oh no, that's pretty decent. Life's like a movie. Action. Oh, that's gonna be off sync because I'm going off my browser. Ah, whatever. YOLO. Yeah, and then so a couple exciting things that I'm looking forward to doing are, I don't know if anybody here has messed around with VR chat. I'm not much of a VR guy, so I don't actually use a VR. I just use it for one particular purpose on my computer, and it's for group watch party sessions. We like to get together and hop into this pretty much movie theater lounge in a big group, and we'll throw a movie up on the screen and we'll just all watch a movie. That was how we watched, maybe I shouldn't say that. We've watched a few things. And yeah, so one of my Patreon tier rewards for one of the higher memberships is a group watch party invitation that will happen once a month. Obviously, I won't be able to live stream it because we'll be watching a copyrighted movie or show. But it'll be a group watch party, and anybody in that membership or higher will receive an invite to it. And yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, no. See, I don't do the virtual reality sets. Basically, it's just almost like I'm playing a game. Like I'm just walking around using my keyboard and mouse. I hop through this portal, and next thing I know, I'm in a movie theater looking place. I pick a room, put a movie up on it. I can make it a private party, and so it would all be, I think, so it would be limited to people with a PC, 'cause I don't believe it's on mobile or anything like that. But yeah, I don't have a virtual reality set. It makes me motion sick, so I can't do that stuff. I won't say I haven't tried, because some of this stuff looked pretty fun. Like, I see the viral TikToks of like the guy swinging around as Spider-Man doing different things, and I'm like, dude, that would be so much fun if I didn't get motion sick. let's see. There we go. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. And then we just got added the musica. File. Media source. Music. There we go. Boom. Played a zombie virtual reality game. It was pretty fun until I forgot it was fake and the zombies started dying. See, do I want to do this or do I want to start with... See, I kind of want to do the mass hard pack unboxing, but I was gonna try to wait until there was more people in here for that. But yeah, maybe I'll just wrap up the end of the stream with that instead. Let me see. Yes, that's game. Sorry, I was just checking my audio sources here, making sure. So I think I'm gonna hop in Discord and join my buddy for Marvel Rivals, but I want to make sure my audio streams are set up differently and whatnot, so that way I can tweak volumes if I gotta, or mute if I have to, mute Discord. Mr. Fantastic in this game. Yep, no, definitely looks pretty good. It's not the only one though. Yeah, they made Sue look pretty fire. Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah. Sue, they did good. Sue looks good. But so does Mr. Fantastic. They look like a dream couple, you know. You could say they did fantastic. Sorry. I'll see myself out. Just kidding. Not getting rid of me that easily. So, as I was saying, Discord audio. Make sure that's separate. Okay. Red. What are my audio settings for this?
Been way down, never falter. Came with the hands out, get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Careful, whatever you bring me, get it clear. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah. We ain't never fall back. On the ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. On the ground where we at. Never fall back.
Goodness gracious, that scared the hell out of me. God dang. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, for sure. Jessica Alba. She was fine. She was great. Definitely one of my favorite parts. But like, oh, Chris Evans as Human Torch was also a really good choice. I feel like the whole cast was just a really good cast. They should have just left it at the first, to be honest with you. And obviously, until they found the MCU hands, then they gotta do the Fantastic Four, right? They gotta. Especially if they got some crazy multiversal crossover thing coming in the future, you know? Could be a secret. Could be a war. Who knows? Alright, so let me test something here. Let me do. Let me pop down in here. Needs permission. Okay, I see. Okay. Hello, force quit Discord. Why did you not? I said force quit Discord. Thank you. Then run as administrator. What, I quit digging in my air computer? That would be fantastic.
Since I blew up, everybody telling me that I'm the man. Same people gave me the finger, they reaching out for me to give a hand. In a different city and my pills came, cause this tour don't happen, I feel pain. And the girl with me say she down for life, she don't even know it's my real name.
Which part is this? Is it coming through the game? I thought I swapped this over to. Maybe I did have it right then. Peculiar.
Hello, darling.
Oh, that did work. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit, though. Okay, so Discord should not play through anything else other than that. So that can be muted. Boom, 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 pow. Chicka-chow. Hey, hey, what up, big dog? See if anybody's home. My main? I mean... Main? See, I like playing a couple different characters, but I'd have to say my main would probably be Doctor Strange, with Scarlet Witch being a close second. Okay, looks like nobody's home there. Okay. So we're gonna close that. Alright. See, my thing with Marvel Rivals is, and a couple of my buddies, well, actually, only one really. One gives me a hard time for it, but I'm not big on support roles. My problem is I want to go in and I want to fight. And sometimes I can't shut that off. So they'll be like, yo, where are my heals? I'll be like, I'm in the middle of the fight, dying. I am better as a support in a support team. You know, if it's like a, oh, we don't have any support, you want to be it? I'm like, we are screwed if I am the only support, my guy. I have messed around with Sue. I did the other day. It was one of the event things, because I was having trouble getting kills with Mr. Fantastic's ultimate. I realized really quickly it was like I have to get everybody pretty low and almost dead and then activate his ultimate. So I ended up swapping to Sue Storm and doing the other version where I could just basically force push people away. But yeah, she was pretty fun. And the healing for her is not super complicated, and she can make a healing bubble, which is pretty cool, but that also damages enemies, so that was pretty sick. Alright. Well, I was trying to see if he was around, but championship. Oh, heck no. I am not on that level. Says he's on. Whatever. Yeah, that is pretty badass. I like that skin. Yeah, I was just using her the other day. Jean and Emma. Are those the next ones coming up after the Fantastic Four? Interesting. Oh yeah, what do I gotta do for this again? Trigger spider tracer. And for the clean streams. Okay, lots of damage. Upvote. Okay. That's probably a good idea. You know what? Let's do a little warm-up game. Well, not 1 star. We do 2 star.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I feel your judgment. Don't lie to me. Oh, jeez. There we go. Ooh. So high. So high. Speaking of, I mean, nicotine, folks. Nicotine. Liquid tobacco.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All right.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
What do we got? Oh, we a tank? Shit. Got you. Got you. I don't know if Doctor Strange is the tank to go with if we only got 1 tank, but, you know. We'll give it a valiant effort. Now I feel like I'm too high up.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Oh, where'd that? Oh, let's say where'd that sly bugger go? Oh, oh, fuck! Iron Fist, you bastard! Ah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Iron Fist. Hey, thanks for the amplifier. Do you? I don't. I'm not a big fan of the cold. It's badass. How are my levels doing actually, audio wise? Game's not too loud, is it? Hope not. Oh shit. Oh, oh, oh.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. I am ready to put on a show. It's fighter time!
Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Not good, not good, not good. What the hell? God damn. That's how you know your support's doing pretty good back there. Holy crap. I should have been dead like 3 times over there. Oh, Oh, get out of here, Wanda. Oh. Yeah.
Until we have a winner. A nice deep freeze.
Oh. Hold off that one. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should just turn my headphones down. That would be a good solution. Because to me, the game sounds super loud, so I'm like so worried that it's... But yeah, no, I see the audio levels aren't too bad. Let me bring that a little closer. Maybe. Okay.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
A shortcut through space.
Hey, Teeny, enjoy the amplifier.
Oh.
By Ustur's fame, we overcome.
Mission area is yours.
A successful operation.
Hell yeah. Ugh. Again. 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 No? Okay. Wasn't sure. Oh. Inferno. Inferno.
More than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Good medicine.
No.
Enemy in front of us.
Enjoy the amplifier.
The area's almost done.
Boom. Again. Come back here. Take your beating like a man.
Fighting until we have a winner.
Although you're a bot. So, I mean, I guess you can't. Whoop whoop. That's a big old W. It was just practice against AI, so I mean, it doesn't. But still, feels good. Ooh, very nice, very nice, very nice.
heroes could make all the difference.
First time joining, I was watching a stream from one of my favorite WLED and tech inventors. That's dope. Hey, no worries. Glad to have you, glad to have you. Just messing around, playing some Marvel Rivals at the moment. Just kind of went over a couple updates and things coming in the future. But don't worry, I'll go over it again. Okay, what do we need? Alright, looks like gonna need another sport. Right? Yeah.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Be super ideal, Rice, if you go with a tank, buddy. I'm taking a hot minute to load in here, huh?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Am I the only one this usually happens to? Because this happens to me quite often.
Stop them from securing the mission area.
After all these years, saving the world still hasn't gotten old.
Whoop.
A little extra arm strengthened for battle. I got you. And this is why I chose Reed. The ocean shall claim you once more. You know your mistake. Midgard has a worthy sorcerer. No worries, I've got your back. I got you.
Blew them away.
Namor has offered new souls for Vortex field! I'm very hard. A little extra ink. Struck like a true goddess.
Oh, whoops. Knocking into my mouse over there, switching devices.
What am I? Invisible?
I unleash the Ashanti's power.
I got you covered. Let me keep this good. Struck like a true
I'm hulking.
Feeling fantastic. Vortex field!
Not gonna lie, I thought that also healed us. But apparently that just does damage. Good to know. Oh, nice try, nice try. Ooh. Feast for my crows.
A little extra oomph. You know your spells. Anyone willing to help?
I'm hulking.
Oh, damn.
Clearly you needed some help.
Tremble before blast.
Tremble before burst. Oh shit. Oh. Ugh. Damn. That was, well, not as well planned as I had hoped.
Vortex field! A little help, please. I got you covered.
Dang. Okay.
Only 60 seconds left.
Oh, man.
Thought you wouldn't see me again?
Down to 30 seconds.
Hang on
Got
for
it.
a while.
Got it.
A little help, please.
Dang. Yep. I knew that wasn't going to go very well.
Thought you wouldn't see
You'll
me
have to
again?
keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh, shit. God damn. That is a lot of lights. Oh, moly. I've seen videos like that, and they've always looked super cool, but I don't think I could ever have the patience for that. Like, even with my ADHD, that is one skill I don't know if I'd have the patience to learn. But then again, I guess I'm going to have to kind of learn somewhat, because eventually I want to make my own Iron Man suit. Just like that guy, shoot, why can't I think of his name? I follow him on, like, everything. But he's made, like, Iron Man suits and all kinds of stuff with 3D printing and obviously some electronic work stuff. So I guess eventually I'm going to have to learn something. I should probably help my team here.
Clearly you needed some help.
There you go, Rocket. Take that. Eat that up.
Heavy hitter.
But, oh, 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 door. Back it up, buddy. Back it up. Oh. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Oh. Oh. A feast for my crows. There we go. Heal up, team. Boom. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Back it up. Back it up. Get to the back line. Go. Get up. Finish it. No. Damn.
I'll fight for my family until the end.
Yeah, right. Thought you wouldn't see me again. Yep. Ironic as hell.
Final 10 seconds.
No. Yeah. Oh.
Got a heavy hitter.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I've got you covered.
Hell yeah. There we go. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Get out of here, Warlock.
Another epic victory.
bing, bada bing, bada boom. Hey, what's up, Doc? Time we got and how many people we got? And we got 8:30 and we got 6 people. All right. Let's open some packs, shall we? I think it's time to swap up and open a lot of packs. Let's swap back over to this for a minute while we get this ready. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Oh. Probably have to remove that from the VOD, huh? Alright. See what we got. Let's get caught up here. Doctor Strange looked like he has been bulking. Yeah. Plus my reactions is not what they used to be for multiplayer. Oh, yep. Thought you wouldn't see me again. Is that right? Yep. Oh, dope. Planning a portable lighting setup for LGBTQ plus charity I support under 5K. Yo, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Why is Venom laid out on his back with his tongue out like a dog? You know, I just learned not to question these things. Venom does what Venom does, you know? That is the already built version. Can run on USB-C. Ah. Gosh. Alright. Let's get. Okay, there we go. Then we get back over to this view. Chicka chicka. Ooh. My buddies playing Supermarket together. I haven't gotten the chance to play that with him yet. I don't know, man. I got a lot of packs to open, so let's open some packs. Let's worry about that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I got a lot of packs. 55 pack. Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. Gassy. 55 packs to open. Now, these, I think I'm going to save and do a video once I've collected 100 packs and do like a mass 100 pack card opening. And then I can take note of like how many uncommons. Well, I won't go that low. I'll probably count like rare and mythic rare, like how many of each I get, see how many of the wild cards I get. So I think for this live stream, we'll open the 4 golden packs, and then this one solo foundations pack that I also have. And then, well, so I can still do it as a live stream when I do the mass unpacking, but this way I can kind of give more people a chance to join in for it, and it can be a little more exciting because it'll be 100 packs, you know, be crazy. Yeah, got quite the collection going so far. Start with this one foundations. See if we get anything worthwhile. I think we already got a few of that, but those are helpful. See, I'm not very familiar, not gonna lie, with running blue decks. I have come up against some pretty strong ones where it's just they draw, I discard, they draw, I discard, they draw, I discard. I'm like, okay, let's settle down. Hey. Very nice. No complaints there. Alright, golden packs. Let's see. Wait, what do we got for these? We got 1 common, 2 rare. Alright. Let's see. Cure enters, draw 2 cards, and discard 2 cards. See, the blue decks are all about drawing and discarding cards, I swear. Threshold. Whenever Cure attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may create Scion of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 blue octopus creature token. Hey, look at that, creature token. Looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. Kind of reminds me of the Kraken. Wow, that is, yikes. Marvin, Murderous Mimic. Gosh, I can't speak tonight. Legendary artifact creature? Hell yeah. Marvin Murderous Mimic has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have to decide. What? All? That's pretty dope. I'm gonna have to throw that in an artifact deck for sure. Be the top 5 cards in your library. Separate them into 2 piles. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Create a 0/0 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Then put a +1/+1 counter on it for each card you put into your graveyard this way. Okay. Ooh. I actually had this physical card at one point. I remember this one. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Bird Rogue with flash and obviously flying. So when Aven Interrupter enters, exile target spell, it becomes plotted. It's plotted again. Plotted cards may be cast as a sorcery. Okay. Turn that pain's mana cost. Gotcha. Spells your opponent casts from graveyards. Exile costs 2 more to cast. Nice. Okay. Elemental Bear, huh? vigilance, and reach. Interesting. Battle of the Woods power and toughness are each equal to the number of love. So in other words, this has got to go in my beast deck. For sure. Alright. Give us something good. And for a reference, yes, this is a trading card game called Magic the Gathering, similar to like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. Have different categories, types of cards, and each person takes turns. You build different decks based on mana types. Whereas like in Pokemon you got energy types. You have like creatures, spells, and then your mana or your energy. And you just go through taking turns and, you know, battling each other. You each start with 20 life, and your goal is to knock the other one down to 0. But each person can use creatures to not only attack but defend. And it's pretty in-depth. There's a lot to it. Fortunately, this is actually the one, even though it's one of the more complex trading card games, it actually comes the most natural for me because I learned it at the youngest. My dad and one of his really good friends, well, one of his best friends, played it ever since I can remember. So this was like one of the very early on games that I actually, you know, spent a lot of time watching. Pokemon was definitely one of the earliest shows as far as, you know, trading card games. And yeah, I definitely started getting Pokemon cards at a young age, but I think the art style definitely caught my attention more growing up with this game. Crystal Barricade, already got a couple of you. You're definitely helpful. Human Fairy. See, I haven't really messed with a fairy deck yet, but I come across quite a few of them online, so maybe I should. Ooh, more goblins. Nice. That's always good. Exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature and you gain 1 life. Not bad. Beginning of your second main phase, if reluctant role model is tapped, put a flying lifelink or +1/+1 counter on it. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so nothing over the top yet. Did 3D print housing parts for residential homemade. That's super cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to get into prop building and cosplay printing, you know. Part of my issue is just I live in such a small apartment and we don't have a whole lot of space outside. So it wouldn't be. I obviously would have room to do the prints and whatnot, but I would have to find a different place to go bring them to work on them. And I mean, then there's, the money it would take saving up to get the printer and the materials and everything like that. It is a goal I eventually have and will eventually intertwine with this channel, but that's a further down the road thing, because I definitely wanted to get into cosplay stuff and go to Comic-Con and do all kinds of stuff like that. Like, this is not going to be just a reaction channel specifically, it's going to be a big, like, a lot of nerd themed stuff, cosplay, Comic-Con trips, and special effects videos, and all kinds of fun stuff down the road. But right now I'm just starting off with reactions. I think I'm gonna start intertwining some gameplay stuff here and there, but yeah, main focus right now is still reaction content and checking out some new stuff, because I'm finding out that there's more and more really good movies and shows out there that I've never watched that are actually older than I thought. So it'll be good to broaden my horizons for sure. Oh yeah, I got a couple of you. Another fairy. Oh gosh. If an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many. Good golly. Ooh. It's got Death Touch. Oof. Okay, nothing too crazy. Just end the turn. Oh, you're gonna attack? No, sorry. I'm actually just gonna end your turn. Nice try though. Like, what the Like, no, you're actually gonna end your turn right there. Thank you. Nice try. Like, who do you think you are? This card, instant, bro. I can play it anytime. Golly. Beast Survivor. The beginning of your the beginning of your second main phase, if Kona Rescue Beast is tapped, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Ooh, without paying the mana? That is insane. Enchantment. You may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Now that is insane. Good thing it takes 10 mana to freaking cast it. Like, what? Whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. As long as this creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has flying. Hell yeah. Human Artificer. Token artifact creature. Oh. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Well, that's dope. Swap back over here for a sec. I just love anything to do with magic or magical show game or movie. Yeah. Yeah, and they did really well with translating the card game into like a video game. You know what I mean? They did really good at staying true to the game's rules, and they have different filters for different rule sets because in like say standard play there are like certain sets of cards that aren't considered, you know, legal to play in standard because they're just kind of a little too OP, which is understandable because and I don't know how the whole process worked when they were creating cards for Magic the Gathering, but there were evidently some that squeaked through the filtering process that are like, I don't know if this is exactly how it's worded, but there's one that's kind of like, oh, your opponent loses 20 life and you win the game, or something like this. Is some crazy like cheesy card like that where it's just like, okay, how did that get made? But it's like cards like those that aren't legal in standard play. So if you were in like an actual tournament or something and you put something like that down, you would actually get in a lot of trouble and kicked out of the tournament. I'm that's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. I have never really been a horror movie person, and a lot of it has to do with the gruesomeness. Like, my wife took me to see what was not the most, I wouldn't say the most recent one, but maybe Halloween Kills. I don't know. She took me to see one of those Halloween movies, man, and it was a bit much. Quite a bit much for me. Like, a lot bit too much. And, see, one of my in-laws has said over and over again that I should check out Stranger Things, and they know that I don't really do horror stuff. So I'm thinking maybe it's it probably rides that border of what would be okay for me, but I would be interested to check it out for sure and give it a shot. I know they have an amazing cast, and I know that, oh man, I'm gonna feel so bad for blanking on his name. David Harbour. I know David Harbour in it. Harbour? David Harbour is in it. I do want to watch The Walking Dead show, but I know that's one of those shows that is very extensive, and then even then you have like the branch off shows as well. So it's like that's going to be a very time consuming one. But I definitely do want to do The Walking Dead eventually. Scream. Scream, I've already seen the first, like, what, 3, I think? 3 or 4. I don't know how many are even out at this point. But like that was one of the first horror movies I saw was the original Scream, along with Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street from back then, not the remake. And then eventually the remake, which was awful. Well, not like awful as in a bad movie, but like awful as in like gruesome. I don't know, Saw movies. I don't remember how I got sucked into that, but Saw was horrifying. And then I boycotted what's the one where like random things happen, and it's like where everybody's scared of the logging truck because of it. I was about to say Inception, but it's definitely not Inception. That's a totally different movie. Oh, season 5 is going to be the last. Final Destination. Thank you. Thank you. Final Destination. That is what I was trying to think of. Yep. But yeah. Because... And like Final Destination is one of those that I've only had to see like a couple short clips of, and I'm like, yep, nope, I'm good. You know, I have enough struggle with certain things, and I don't need help with adding on to my list of fears. Not that like my list of fears is extensive, but like I'm that guy that if it's dark out and I gotta take the trash out, dude, I'm taking a quick look. I'm darting across my yard. I'm throwing that bitch away, and I'm running back, and I'm locking that door behind me, and I'm running up the stairs. I think I was I don't know. It's just horror movies, man. I don't do horror movies. They're just certain things. I've thought about it though. I've thought about it for real. Because of how badly I don't do horror movies, I've thought about how well that would do, and I don't know. I've thought about starting with horror games and working my way up from there, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like horror games are worse. I mean, at least for jump scares. Games are definitely, well, I don't know. There are a lot of horror movies out there. I can't make that call. There's 6 Scream movies and 7's releasing this year. Oh my goodness. Yes. Courtney Cox is Gale Weathers. Yes. Okay, so you were saying season 5 of Stranger Things is gonna be the last. It's never oh yeah, see, I struggle because my desire to travel the world overrides my fear of planes. Like I really want to go to like other countries, but I have a bigger fear of going on a boat than I do going on a plane, which I know is probably sounds crazy, but my thing with the ocean is I am terrified of what's in there, man. Like I can't see down in there. I don't want to be in it. I don't want no. And I definitely don't want to be on the boat that gets stranded. Definitely don't want to be that guy. You know, and I don't know. I know there's so many things that could go wrong on a plane as well, but for some reason the boat freaks me out more. I don't get it. But I don't know. All right, I was loading back up what should I load up? Let me see here. I was looking at something earlier and I was like, "Oh, that would be a cool game to play on stream." Oh, dee do dee do. Was it? Oh, it's actually almost 9 o'clock. I should probably get ready to close this one up for the night. I did not realize it was already almost 9. So let's go ahead and we'll mute that music. It's not crazy. I don't do the ocean either, even if I get into a pool. Yeah. Yeah, no. See, I'm okay with pools. I can do pools. I like swimming. But yeah. I live in Florida and space in my city, so we get the alerts so very like they're blind more than I would like. Oh gosh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, I have a family that lives in Key West actually. Um, I unfortunately don't. Everybody. Oh yeah, no thanks. I am all good on the alligators. Nope, 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 nope. I seen a crazy video where one person just like walks up and boops it right on the snoot and it just backs up. I'm like, you did not just do that. What the hell? Just straight up smacked that gator on the nose and just walked away. Tell me you live in Florida without telling me that you live in Florida. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, crazy. Good old swamp puppies. Yep. The good old swamp puppies. All right, real quick, I'll go over the stuff that I kind of went over earlier at the beginning of the stream once more. Uh, Upcoming projects. I'm first finishing up the season finale for season 1 of Heartstopper. That is goal number 1. I am going to be gone this weekend out of town. So when I get back, I will resume working on that. So I'm hoping. I'm not going to give a deadline because every time I give deadlines, I mess it up. So I'm saying as soon as I can, I will get the finale posted. The goal after that is I have 2 fan requested projects that come from Patreon. My top membership tier has a fan request option. It was a suggested reward. I had only had 3 tiers originally, but somebody suggested a higher tier with a fan request option, so it became a thing. They have now suggested 2 things, and I gotta catch up on them. So, first one being Constantine, and second one being what? Red, white, and royal blue. So those will be coming up as well. We also discussed shows that I'm looking into, one being The Penguin and the other being Daredevil Born Again when that comes out. I do have a few trailers to catch up on as well, like Secret Level. I briefly saw a picture of when I was scrolling through social media, so I'm assuming that's going to be video game related. So I'll check out a trailer for that. Sonic 3, I still got to check out. Daredevil Born Again, I got to check out that trailer. I still got to check out the Superman trailer. There's quite a few things I still got to check out. Second me on Red, White, and Royal Blue. Yep. In that case, you said you aquatic reaction that would be iconic and amazing. I just most people. Which do you prefer, YouTube or Patreon as a creator? So, I'm not sure because I don't know. Patreon, I think I'm leaning more towards Patreon, to be honest with you. If I had to pick between having YouTube memberships or Patreon memberships, if I had to pick one to go, I would probably pick YouTube memberships to go, to be honest. I really like the way Patreon's laid out, especially like with the mobile app and everything. The members page for YouTube is just the same as the community page, but you just change through a filter who it goes to and whatnot. And there's, I feel, a lot more customizability for your Patreon page and your members specifically compared to like your YouTube members specifically. Like, yeah, for instance, I mean, you get the badge there, which is pretty cool, and I would say one of my favorite parts of the YouTube members. Um, yes, yes, and that will eventually be a thing. I don't think I was gonna try to do it with season one of Heartstopper, but I didn't really plan in advance for it, so I'm realizing there's parts of the videos and episodes that I edited out for certain reasons and wouldn't be able to put it up on Patreon without getting too much into detail. That's about the best way I could say it. But yes, eventually I will be putting full uncut, so it'll just be a watch long format. The video will be muted and or not like fully muted, but it'll be distorted. So actually, I think it'll have to be muted. I'll have to do more work digging to see how that works. But yes, full re-edited reactions are eventually coming to Patreon in the future. It's just with me doing all of the recording, editing, everything myself, it wasn't really smart for me to dive right into putting those up. But eventually, yeah. Oh, they don't? Oh, okay. See, I figured it was something I had to do, but that's good. That's good to know. Very good to know. Because the one and only that I supported on Patreon, um, reactor wise, he would black over the movie, and he had a timer. Petty Pumpkins and Alex Hefner. Oh, dude. Okay, so I love Alex Hefner. I follow him on YouTube. I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, and both his music and his movie reactions, awesome. His personality, absolutely stellar. Absolutely stellar. He is, I feel like the big brother that I wish I always had. Okay. Cool. Cool. Sounds that one sounds familiar. One of my favorites is Previewed. J per view. Let me see. Oh, okay, yes. Silly. Yeah, so I somewhat, not like recently within the last couple weeks, but like after I got my recordings done for Heartstopper Season 1, I was watching other people's reactions, and J Previews was one of the ones I came across. I was like, that name sounds so familiar. I've definitely come across it, and well, yep. Yeah, I must have missed that post as well, because I actually don't know if I follow him on Instagram. That's probably the problem. I don't think. Whoop, my bad. I don't think I follow him on Instagram. I, my problem is I don't really go on Instagram, and I think that's some of the social media platforms is where I'm gonna struggle as far as being a content creator, because everybody says, oh, you should post to here, you should post to here, you should post to here. And not only is that a lot of posting, but they're on social media platforms I don't really go on all that much or use that much, or like Instagram, never really used it much, don't really use it much now. Mm, it's like at the moment, at least where I'm at right now, like what use do I have to post? Like, I don't know, I guess I could use it for personal, like in the life of stuff. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Um, go for my notes. I feel like, oh right, VR chat parties is also part of one of the Patreon tier membership rewards at the moment, at least. So once a month there will be a VR chat watch party if you're somebody that's on PC. I don't use VR headsets at all. They make me motion sick. I just use VR chat through Steam on my computer, and I just meet up with some friends, hop into basically a movie theater, and then we'll put a movie up on the screen. We'll all select different characters and choose weird, wacky skins. Like after Deadpool and Wolverine came out, like was released out, we did a watch party of that. I dressed up as Deadpool. He was Wolverine. There was a couple other people, just random costumes. It's a lot of fun. So I thought maybe, hey, this would be a cool Patreon tier reward. Like once a month, just do a watch party with some of the members. Figure why not? The Trump post he made. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, see, I don't know. Uh, I try to not pay attention to stuff like that. I know I probably should, especially since I have a kid, and politics of the future of are my kids' future and all that stuff, but I don't know. Politics just causes so many issues with everybody, and I have my opinions, other people have their opinions, and other people are going to have their opinions, and I'd just rather keep my opinions and not get in a fight because like I have people I know who like don't talk to family members anymore because they supported separate people in the vote. Like it it's so crazy. It gets out of hand and it's just all over opinions. So I try to avoid it at most at all costs. Like somebody will ask me and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I got no intelligent input in this conversation because I purposely am not knowledgeable in the subject. I stay so far away from it. Like, no, nope, nope, nope. I don't know. I know who's going. I know just about that. And it was even a couple days after the vote that I even knew who won. I saw somebody drive by with a flag, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like political debates make me uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's just they started getting so heated so quickly. They go from 0 to 100, and I'm just like, oh man. Now I'm just an awkward turtle sitting here like, I'm not hopping in this. Oh man. Oh, I feel like I'm missing a topic that we covered. We talked about fan requests. We kind of talked about the Patreon stuff. Let me see. Oh yeah. Also, part of the top tier is you'll also get the chance to join the game during the live streams. So if you're part of that tier and you're part of the watching the stream, you can always be like, "Hey, it's me, so and so. You want to play some this or want to play some that?" Because part of that tier is also game requests, so they could also request a game. Hey, you got this game? Can we play together? Sure, why not? Let's get it. And then that tier and the second highest, those will both come with Discord benefits. So you'll get an invite to the private Discord. You'll get a special role, stuff like that, and then you'll gain full access to all content. So like full length stuff when that becomes available. Live Q&As, which will also become a monthly occurrence, where you'll get the chance to ask me anything that has been brewing up there in the past month. Yeah. And then also discounts on future merch, because I have kind of been working on some examples for that. And I will be showing those examples not now. I'm sorry. Those examples will be coming in the update video for 2025 that I got coming up. Thought you were going to get a little sneak peek. Not quite yet. Mainly because the examples aren't ready to show yet. If they were ready to show, I would definitely show you, just because I'm too excited to hold it back. But they're not ready to show, so fortunately I can't. Well, next live stream, maybe. Maybe you'll get a little sneak peek glimpse. Unless the video's already out at that point, and then, well, you'll see it all. Oh yeah, some of the other videos. I want to go back to the beginning of the Multiverse Saga and do individual episodes. Each episode is going to cover one project since Endgame, and kind of go over my thoughts on each one and kind of where I stand and my reasoning behind loving the Multiverse Saga. Because there are quite a few people out there that haven't been very impressed with it, and I gotta say, as a big fan of Marvel, it's been pretty freaking amazing so far. And maybe it's just the inner Marvel childhood geek fan, whatever you want to call it, that just love seeing all these new crossover characters and whatnot. I don't know, but it's been awesome. I've been having a blast so far. So I can't wait to give my thoughts on each individual project, and I can't wait to go through and talk about Agatha and each of the characters and kind of give my rating on them and kind of where I think we're going with the future of Wiccan. I'm super excited. I think Joe Locke is a phenomenal choice. Phenomenal. Goodness, my English is broken tonight. Why did I have to be on the night I'm streaming? Goodness. But, yeah. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, no, not at all. But as somebody that unfortunately people will forging a hefty opinion of, like, because people will be unfortunately crafting a hefty judgmental opinion of me over time, and I know political stuff can just get people into trouble sometimes, and even though, like, obviously I'm leaning more towards the LGBT group, obviously, and for many reasons I disapprove of who is guiding our country at the moment. I also have to remember to be careful of what I say and how I say it, because I got a lot of people watching me as well. And I definitely don't want to stew any water. as it were. So I be walking on them eggshells very carefully. Awesome. Yeah, I'll be happy to have you over there, man. Yeah, like I said, I think Patreon is definitely gonna have uh well, and not only just more effort, but there's more to put effort into in Patreon, whereas like YouTube memberships is more like just creating posts and deciding who can see it out of those members. Like I can do images and I can do like voting polls and stuff like that, but it's not like too intense yet. So I I think the benefits for YouTube members more comes from the live streaming, whereas like Patreon memberships come from everywhere. Yeah, and then as of the second tier, you'll gain access to voting. So as soon as tier two, you get to vote and stuff on the polls. Because after, once I get in a good flow and I'm getting comfortable with this editor that I'm talking to, and we get in a rhythm of putting out regular stuff, I'll have votes out on which project we'll be doing next, and basically what I'll do is I'll put the first couple options as, hey, these are fan requests, so they're mandatory, but which one do you want to watch first, kind of thing. We'll do stuff like that, and then we'll do polls of, hey, out of this Marvel show or this DC show or this animated Marvel show or this animated DC show, what do you want to watch? Or, out of this game or this game, what would we play? Hey, I do not blame you. In fact, I applaud you. As a matter of fact, when I am in your position, I do the same thing. As long as I don't have the magnifying glass on me, I'm standing up for what's right. Eh, shit. Oh, it's almost 9:30. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right. What did I not go over here? Do do do. Okay, watch parties, went over that. Join the game, went over that. Game requests, yes. Movie show requests, yes. Discounts, yeah. Discord invite, oh yeah. Full access, you know it. Live Q&As, absolutely. Early access, oh yeah, that's part of tier 2, early access. So as soon as I'm done editing my videos, they go right up on YouTube. I mean, you get that as a YouTube member as well, but yeah, and if I find out over time that more people are like interested in Patreon, and they like the layout more, and I kind of like the layout more myself, so I mean, I might end up just pulling the plug on the YouTube one and leave the YouTube just for AdSense and whatnot. Um, but yeah, so far I think I'm digging Patreon a lot more. Um, yes, and then so starting with this episode of Heartstopper, I should have a credit at the end of the video with Patreon members that have supported so far. I think I'm gonna leave out. I think I'll leave the privacy of what like tier they are. I think I'll leave that part out, and I'll just kind of put the list of names. And if you want a different name displayed in like on YouTube publicly, then let me know. Other than like your username that you use on Patreon, so that way I can, in case you use your real name on Patreon, but you don't want your real name displayed on YouTube, I'll have a nickname I can put on instead, something like that. Rich Baker became a member of the Legion of Doom. Welcome aboard, my friend. As I was just saying, I was starting now. That's exactly why I love you and your channel. Your aura is definitely contagious. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cool, cool. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your compliments. I'm a blusher, so I'm trying everything in my power to stay white at the moment. But thank you. I appreciate it. Nope. I can feel it. Nope. Anywho. There you go for that. Went over that. Went over that. One thing I want to work on, my first goal right now for as far as spending for things that would be useful for the channel. My first goal is a renewed MacBook Air with at least an M1 chip. If I can get that for like $500, something like that, just get a cheap MacBook Air. I'll have something perfectly usable to take with me on the road to edit, because part of it is every other weekend I travel an hour away and we spend the weekend with family. So if I got a laptop to take with me, then I can always edit on the fly. When I go on break at work, I can edit on break. It'll be a lot easier because I can have my DaVinci Resolve right there on my MacBook. I was trying to do DaVinci on iPad and was having some issues. So it's called a Captain 300. I got it actually from my work because we have like these coins and stuff that we earn over time for doing certain things like meeting times or good reviews or stuff like that. We'll get coins, and we have a little shop in the app that we can redeem our coins and get stuff. It's usually stuff that they pick up off Amazon, and depending on how much they spend on it, they'll base it on how many coins. But it's kind of just like an incentive driver to be quick and meet fast food. Like it's like 130-second target time or whatever, from from the time they order to the time they pull away from the window. So it's like every time we hit that, we get, I don't know, like 50 coins or something like that. But yeah, so eventually we just end up saving up enough coins, and my son did a number on my last headset, and the microphone didn't work anymore, so I got this one, which had a detachable microphone that my son lost. So, but I ended up switching to the Blue Yeti before the mic got lost, so it was fine at that point. But yeah, it's called like a Captain 300. I had never heard of it before. I looked it up on Amazon. I think they were like $40 or something like that. Yeah, it's like the Captain 300 gaming headset, wireless. It was something like that. Took me a couple minutes to find, but I ended up getting it. What I like about it is because it's Bluetooth, I don't have to use it for just my computer. Now I can take it on the road with me. And it's got a button where I can just turn the light off if the light's too much or it's like nighttime. I can be in stealth mode. Or if, say, like tomorrow, I don't have to work, so I will probably be up late watching videos in the room next to my wife asleep while she sleeps, so I'll probably turn my brightness all the way down. I'll make sure my lights are off on my headset, and I'll probably just watch videos with my headset, turn my volume down. I'll be good to go. I've always struggled with, I struggled with insomnia for a long time until I found my solutions. Now I don't struggle with insomnia anymore. But it helps that I live in a green friendly state. Helps that most people here have green thumbs. But yeah. I think I gotta wrap it up here and try to call it a night, get a good amount of sleep so that way I can wake up in the morning and try to wrap up the rest of this Heartstopper episode for you guys. If I can't get it all done tomorrow, it'll have to wait till I get back Sunday. And depending on what time I get back Sunday, it'll probably wait till Monday after work. It's just a juggle of free time at the moment. Oh, I was like, I swear there was just a message there. I see. Oh, I got you. Autocorrect. Yeah. Yeah, autocorrect, it really does. It's supposed to be helpful, okay? But sometimes it's the opposite. All right, guys. I appreciate you all joining me tonight. It was fun getting a first stream in. I know it was kind of short notice, but the next one will definitely have a little bit more of announcement. I'm gonna do another one next week that is a little more official. That one. So I'll do two separate ones because I want to do one that is member specific, because I do owe my members on Patreon a couple live Q&As, so I will probably give them a live Q&A next week. And but I also do want to do like a strict, like, all out gaming stream for you guys, and there's a couple days next week where our kid is gonna be with my in-laws, so it'll be a perfect couple nights to do some streaming. So we'll resume some streams next week, and I'll definitely post a couple days in advance on my community tab on YouTube and on my Patreon page as well. So make sure you keep an eye on both those places, and I'll post times and days on there. Everything I post time wise is going to be in Eastern Standard Time. I live up in New England, so, like, for instance, right now it's 9:40, almost 10 o'clock at night. But I will also make sure I put EST in my posts to make sure people know. Me and autocorrect have beef. Dude, autocorrect has beef with everybody, I swear. It's supposed to be helpful, but when you need it the most, it's just like, watch this. It's like, no. It's like, I know what I'm typing, actually. Thank you very much. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to type love, and it's just like, you mean live? No. What sense does it make for me to say I live you? That doesn't. But alright, y'all. I gotta try to call it a night, get some sleep, so I can get a good amount of editing done in the morning. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood nerd, Zach, and until next time, I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Peace.